Okay, greetings everyone. This is the next episode of Imperialism. And we're going to go ahead and load... Nope, not the scenario. I'm going to go ahead and load the same game I was playing last time. Centaurian Empire here. And things are going pretty well. We have a very good location for expanding our infrastructure here. I think construction of a port is going to be underway. And we'll have access to all those surrounding tiles. We will have, as a port, you have both the access to the food provided, both the resources provided for a railroad depot, as well as additional fish that would be provided. A port does not require connecting rail and provides additional fish. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and, it's going to cost us 3,000, but we got about 5,000. And that'll bring us additional food. And some additional cotton to help stimulate our clothing industry. So let's go ahead and build that. That's going to take 9 turns. Confirm the order is there. In the meantime, we need new areas to prospect. And I probably want to stay close to the coast. One thing I could do is extend a rail line south from the port with depots. So let's go ahead and... Or the other option would be to extend the rail out this way, possibly put a railroad depot here. So actually, yeah, let's try that first. See if there's any resources in those hills if we want to extend the rail line out that way. And then, if not, we'll go down this route to see what options we have on the other side of those mountains, on the western side of the mountains. Alright, so transport, we still don't have the resources yet, but this is going to bring in additional food. Additional fruit, we need 2. An additional fruit will start building up a surplus there, and we'll get a big surplus in livestock and fish in the meat area here, which will definitely need... We'll definitely need eventual grain, because with stockpiling grain in all these other areas, we can start building canned foods. We can start processing canned foods here in the food processing, and canned foods are needed for expanding population, as well as a nice store for food. Extra canned food will cover any needed areas, any needed foods that are in shortage or deficit there. So, industries are going pretty well. As of the moment, we are producing lumber. Lumber is coming in nicely, 2 lumber per turn, 2 timber per turn, which produces 1 lumber. And I think, let's see, we'll be getting 5 additional units from that. That'll put us up to 14. The debate now is what do I want to do with my lumber and steel? Do I convert lumber, save up lumber to use it for furniture? Or do I use it for expansion? So that's a tough debate, actually. I don't know what I want to do. I think I do want to probably expand a little bit, because we are going to start bringing in coal as well, and we want to get that gold coming in right away. So let's go ahead and expand our railroad capacity. And in order to bring in the gold and the iron, we are going to need a miner. A miner will open mines for minerals, and level 1 mine will bring in 2 coal, 1 gold, and it's going to cost us 1,500 and 1 export worker. Let's go ahead and grab that right now. Now we still have 4 additional workers. Can we do anything with them? We could train some people. Or we could make a gun. But I think I might want to hold on to my steel for now. Then I can make a decision on lumber next turn if I want to expand railroad. I could make another export worker for 1,000, but that does cost a little bit, and we're going to save up our cash for the trade. Alright, we're going to go ahead and offer 1 clothing and 1 furniture on the market. We'll keep these bids where they are. Let's look at our diplomacy screen. Alright, currently we have consulates in Kessel and Twelp. I think I want to get another consulate somewhere. Chem is the favored trading partner here. Kessel has us as their favorite trading partner, and Centaurian Twelfth still has Deneb as a favorite trading partner. Deneb offers 5%, we're offering 10%. One thing we are going to need more of, however, is going to be iron. Who is getting iron? Woden is being offered iron. Cathay is offering iron. Deneb is a challenge. I definitely need some iron from somebody. Zazie, Cafe, Eidolon, Woden maybe, Brr. Ooh, they have no trade consulate with anyone else, and they are offering iron. Manax. Nobody has a consulate with them, and one of their major exports is iron, as well as cotton. I'm going to offer a consulate with them. That's going to expand our empire, spread it a little thin, and we may have to deal with a challenge from Chem eventually. But I think the consulate there would be beneficial. Hopefully we can get some access to the trade iron trade from there. So our main focus is really going to be iron. But we'll take whatever we can get, I think, at this point. Cafe, I accept. Ooh. And that was it. That's all we got. But we stocked up on wool, which is good. We now have a miner and a new trade consulate opened. Oh, wow. I've never seen this much. This is on easy? No, it was on hard. I have never seen this much. What do we do first? Bring in gold first. We'll increase our revenue right away. Or coal to start. Extra coal is great because coal is going to be needed for steam-powered ships later on. So that's actually a pretty good resource to have. We got plenty of coal. Let's go with gold first. And we'll automatically be exporting gold immediately. Alright, transport capacity is up to 16. Alright, so we got 7 additional slots. 5 coming in with the gold, there'll be 6. And the coal, I probably could use another slot. Let's get more transport capacity. And we've got extra wool this turn, so let's move 2 of our workers there. And I think that's pretty good for now. The other option is I could up all my untrained workers to trained workers, but again, you do want some training diversity here. So instead I'm going to get an expert worker. Because I might need an expert worker if I want to do another university. Because I may want a farmer, to be honest with you, to improve some of the cotton, grain, and orchards. So that's critical. So yeah, we're gonna keep it balanced for now. Alright, I'm gonna keep these nut orders where they are, keeping a slight surplus in clothing. Canned food surplus is at 15. We have 1 extra steel, 1 extra wool, and 1 extra ore. We're bidding on everything again. And how are our relations improving? It's going to take a while, but they are still our favorite trading partner. Although I am not seeing a lot of offers from them. Our industry is excellent to start off. 12th. Deneb has the favorite trading partner in favorite trading nation in Manax, but I'm going to now offer them a 10% subsidy, and hopefully that will win them over. We didn't get anybody. No offers. That's a shame. But they did buy one of our furniture cheaper than we would have sold it to anybody else. Okay, good thing prospecting doesn't cost any money. You can just keep doing it. We're waiting. Our transport ledger, transport capacity continues to expand. Our wealth continues to pour in. And I seem to have excess workers again. So I'm thinking about going ahead and getting that farmer. Let's increase our transport capacity again. And I think I want to make a farmer. Because the farmer can be used to improve grain. We'll be able to bring in cotton as well as fruit. I am a fan of this decision. But I do not have the paper to do it. I also don't have the timber for the paper. So an option might be to drop this cotton and try to bid on timber. We get some more timber. We've been getting wool offers. If I can get more timber, let's see what these guys are exporting. They're exporting timber and cotton, wool and cotton, and Cassell, wool and cotton. I only have one country exporting timber. I am not sure about my colonial positions. One thing I have to do is try to get up to 5,000. When I get to 5,000, I can get an embassy. And with an embassy, you often get an ambassador. And the ambassador does provide you with a unique opportunity to buy land in the countries that you have embassies. And you can profit from the sales of those lands. You can also go and develop that land as well. And going in and developing countries, especially your colonial, your favorite trading nations, will help to put more of their stuff on the market for you. So that's actually a pretty good strategy. So let's just go and hold out until we get an embassy before we do anything else. And Kessel, excellent. I definitely want to buy coal from Kessel. Alright, made another sale. Iron, beautiful. We're looking great. I think we're going to go ahead and make the rail line down this way. And I'm probably going to want to put a depot. That's not a great spot for a depot. Don't have access to much, just the iron. But we're definitely going to be going in that direction. So that costs us about 100 to extend that railway line. And it keeps them busy, which is good. They're not idle. Now, here we go. We have expanded our infrastructure. Alright, the port right here is going to be bringing in cotton, fruit, and fish from the seas. And once this guy is done in 3 months, which will be next turn, we'll start bringing in gold as well. And then we can move into those coal mines, start bringing that in. Back to the transport menu real quick. Alright, so let's maximize our capacity. 1 cotton, 1 fruit, and 3 fish. Alright, so we now have surplus, and we even have surplus in grain because I have been taking my workforce and employing them in the countryside, and I guess they somehow get fed out there. So, we have a surplus of work, but we don't have enough materials, it seems like, for now. There's nothing really I can do. But as the food surplus continues to come in, we will be able to produce canned goods soon. So next turn we should be able to, we're going to have a pretty big surplus of food. I should get some canned foods. Clothing has dropped to a very low level. And we now are the most favorite trading partner of Mannix. But we still don't have Twelt. And Twelt might be one that we might want to just invade. Where's their capital? Their capital is a little far away. 12th city looks pretty strong, and there's some dividers in between. Gaining access to 12th. There are definitely good cotton fields here. Wool down there. Not a lot of forests. We only have the 1 forests. Oh, Zim has a lot of forests going on. You can see their rail line already developing here. And you can keep track of your enemies and how are your rivals and how well they're doing by just going and visiting their country. No real development going on in Deneb. Up here in, unless they built the port somewhere, but I think they would have to build a port here for, or that's their harbor. No, they do not have a lot of development going on. Zim had the most development because I guess the lumber really does help. Patagon, no development here, no infrastructure development yet. Oh, no, they do have a port. Look at that. Okay, so there is some, and they're gaining resources from the woods there. Let's see. This is another great power, I think. Chem. No real development for them. I don't see anything. And here we have Devron. They're extending a rail line, but I don't think they've accessed anything. And then the last one is Ordon. And also no real access anywhere. So that means pretty much that we're one of the most infrastructurally developed. You can see how you rate compared to other countries by going into this question mark and looking at status. And council projection puts us at the second to the bottom. Interior strength. We are fourth according to interior strength. Okay. Diplomatic strength, we are last. That is not good. Military strength, we're right in the middle. Merchant marine, we're at third. World exports, we are second. Industry, we are in the middle. Labor, we're third. No overseas profits yet. And internal transport, we have the most internal transport. Okay, so that's good. That's pretty good right now. Alright, so, yeah, I'm not going to do much. Oh, man, our industry just went down from awesome to good. It seems like somebody else is moving ahead of us. Zim seems... Oh, and Patagon. Oh, look at all these countries that have excellent industry over ours. It's tough, you know, sometimes you can't obsess over that stuff. You really got to just pay attention to your objectives. But it is good to keep an eye on that kind of stuff from time to time. Okay, pretty soon I'm going to drop the coal bid when I get all my coal developed and focus on timber, try to get more timber in. Textile mill needs cotton. This is all the stuff that your mills need to maximize capacity, but you decide whether or not they want to be maximized or not. So. Okay, here we go. Kessel, buy coal from them, and Cafe. We are getting offers from Cafe. I wonder if we are pretty strong with them. 12th just bought our clothing, and I can't build through swamps. Oh, I forgot about that. So, I can't build through swamps yet. So, I may go ahead and build a port here, like I was thinking. I don't know what to do with this guy. I want access to that iron. We now have access to the gold. Let's move him there. Start building up the iron. I'm going to hold off for a second here. Tough decisions to be made. How much time is left in this episode? Something I might want to weigh on for a little bit. I got some more time left. Let's maximize our transport. Now we're bringing in 200 gold. An extra $200 per turn. That's nice profits to have. The country of Zim has a lumber mill industry with a capacity that is more than double ours. Yeah, they have a lot of lumber down there. We saw that. We noticed that lumber. But now I'm starting to bring in more resources. Let's go ahead and build that steel. I got 2 lumber. I might just hold out. No, I need some sort of finished good. I'm going to need furniture to sell in the next turn because I'm not making any sales this turn. Yikes. We do have extra food, so we're going to process that. And that leaves us 2 additional labor that is not being used. There's really no place to use them, which is a shame. It's a shame to let any of your labor go excess. But that's all we can do for now. I need more paper. Let's get some paper. I also might need lumber. Let's get some paper. We got 3 more spots here. And coal is on the way. Nothing to sell this turn. And no improvement in relations, but we do have 1 favorite trading partner. Not 2. Cafes with Ordon. They're offering 5% subsidies. I want to hold off for that embassy for a while. Let's go ahead here. Ooh, nice buy from Kessel. We're buying it all. And 12th. Beautiful. We lost there. We took a loss. However, making all those sales should hopefully improve relations with the countries. And we're going to hold out on him for a while still. Capacity looks good. Bringing in cotton, gold, 2 timber, 4 grain, above, which creates a surplus, 2 fruit with a surplus, and a lot of fish. A lot of fish is coming in. Heavy fishing industry. We're going to have an excess meat market. One more paper would be enough to get the farmer. And then we could really bring in a lot of... we can up our cotton production if we can get farming going on. Let's see if I have farming as an available technology. Or that type of farming, cotton farming. So seed drill allows farmers to improve grain farms and orchards. And then, so I can't really improve my farming yet. So I'm going to hold off on the paper, I guess. And let's focus on lumber. Save that paper for later. Let's focus on producing lumber because we still have time before we can develop those cotton fields yet. We don't have the technology for that just yet. We do have a furniture to sell. Let's go ahead and sell that. That's a nice profit there. Over 1,000, much more profitable than the clothing. So yeah, focusing here on lumber, and that tells me that I should really bid on timber. Especially because we have an excess of coal. Well, I want to keep the coal for now because Kessel was selling coal. Let's look at these diplomacy now. Still don't have them as a favorite trading partner. They've got coal and iron. We want access to those. I want to see what Deneb is doing. Anything being produced down here? Where is that capital? There it is. They do not have any type of infrastructure. Okay. So, since I can't break through the swamp or the hills, one option would be to build a port, probably around here somewhere. I'd have access to grain here. Or that would give me access to grain. That's not the best place for... The port has to go here or here. This would give 2 more fish, but we got plenty of fish. I'm curious. I don't know if I can build through the desert either. That's another problem. And again, these cotton fields can't be developed. So we might rely more on iron imports. And if I go here to the city, I build a rail line out that way. That will give me access to more meat, a lot more meat because we get the fish. We'll get more fruit, more grain, and we will also have access to the coal. But now I'm thinking maybe this might be a better spot. Either way, I'm moving towards the city. We're going to build a rail line out that way next turn. That's what I've determined for my engineer. And I think we're doing everything we can at the moment. End the turn. Kessel, our favorite trading nation. Issa, buying a whole lot of wool. I'm going to hold off on that for now. And I want to buy from Manix. That's one of our iron. We got the iron deal. Good. That was good. Maybe I should have taken 1 wool from that country. But getting that iron is vital for the steel industry. And there's the cotton gin. Okay. It will cost us 1,000, but we will be able to get a planter. We'll get a farmer to develop plantations, and we'll be able to bring in more cotton, which will give us a constant flow. 3 months for the coal to start pouring in. The question is, do I hold out for the embassy, or do I go ahead and invest in cotton infrastructure and get that farmer develop plantations down here in Weehawken. I love the names. They're all from New Jersey. Hackensack, Watchung, Piscataway. Whoever developed this game is a guy from New Jersey, because these are all Teaneck, Secaucus. These are all New Jersey towns. This is great. I love it. Bergen, Essex, Sussex. It's hilarious. I don't know who made this, but he's definitely from New Jersey. And I love it, because that's where I'm from. Okay. More infrastructure I think wouldn't be needed right now. I could go for more infrastructure. We have clothing being produced. We have steel being produced. We have our textile mill is maximized. The other thing we need to use this for is expanding industry, but we're not ready to do that yet. I think the best thing to do is expand our transport network, because we are going to get access to coal. And I think the decision will be to go ahead and get that farmer, probably. I think that's the best decision, which means it is time for me to switch this from lumber back to paper, so that next turn we get a farmer. And we'll have constant cotton supply from me, and I have nothing to sell here. That is a shame. We do want to bid on stuff. And I'm going to keep the orders where they are. You check out this other side of the mountains here, because we might be getting access this way. And yeah, let's go ahead and build those rail lines south to see what happens. Eventually we will be able to build through the hills and the swamps and the deserts, but right now we are stuck in certain areas, only being able to build through certain areas. And that includes farms, plains, deserts. Oh, we can build through deserts. Forest and tundra. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I don't need the development this yet. We'll save our money for buying things. And on the diplomatic level, we still have a favorite trading nation there. Oh no! Devron. 10% subsidy from Devron. This is challenging. Look at this. We can go up to 25, but I think that might be the most. I want to keep that trading partner in our favor. And this is level hard. All right, hard is tough. I think you have some disadvantages against you right away. But I'm focusing a lot on my interior here, and not relying so much on trade in this series, it seems like. So there's the Kessel we want. Let's buy everything we can from these guys. Beautiful. Advice from Interior: invest in technology. Okay, the Interior Minister wants us to invest in technology. I think that's the way to go. Will we be able to sell anything? One clothing this turn. Let's go ahead and invest in the cotton gin. And we are also going to invest in a farmer. And I'm going to be broke after this. But at least we have gold coming in. And now we have 2 coal on the way in. But we don't have enough workers, it seems like. So, the numbers do catch up to you. There's a lot to keep track of. Man, this diplomacy is tough this game. I'm having a tough time with diplomacy in this game. Okay. So, I think that's about it for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys are still enjoying the series. Please feel free to comment down below and let me know what you think. And also, you can support me on Patreon or load into Twitch. I don't know if Twitch supports this game. I'll have to check it out if I'm going to put it on Twitch or not. But thanks for all the support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.